This is a Delage D12 hypercar. It's unlike anything I have ever seen. I've seen a lot of cars that use Formula One technology, but no one really copy pasted that until now. So let's just let this Porsche make its noise. Okay. Anyway, in the meantime, I'll just show you this car. The details of this car are amazing. Oh, finally. Alright. What is this? Now, you might be thinking this is a very expensive track toy, like a Pagani Zonda R or Ferrari FXX, that you just, take it out on the racetrack, run a few laps of it, and then, just keep it in the shed until next time. Not exactly. See, this is this is actually road legal. This is a $2.4 million, one of 30 hypercars in real life. Yep. Look at the wheels. Look at how they are designed like flowers, which is the only feminine part of the whole car. Look at those brake calipers. Now, if you have not heard of Delage, that's because it's a French company, number one. Number two, they used to make cars a long time ago. The last car was around 1957 or something. So yeah, this is the first Delage I've seen, and now I've seen another one. This 1937 D8-120 by Chevron. It's a very beautiful car, around $700,000 to $800,000. I mean, you don't really need to ask why it's that expensive just by looking at it. It's one of the most beautiful cars that I've seen. I don't know much about classic cars, but I do know that this is epic. Let's look at that logo. So, anyway, a little about this Delage D12, the exciting one. Wait till you see that engine. Okay. What do you think is the engine in this? 5 liter, a hybrid. Basically, this has, wait for it, a 7.6 liter hybrid V12 engine here. That's the V12. That's the electric motor. That's why it has a flash lightning logo. Now, the top speed and 0 to 60 time is not been officially announced, so I don't know it, but I do know that it has very thin taillights here, unlike anything I've seen before. And these are the exhaust pipes. Look at this carbon fiber diffuser. Look at those wheels. This thing is absolutely beautiful. It's a work of art without being a work of art. So strange thing is that because it's $2.4 million and I'm at Tomini Classics, this is basically the third most expensive car that they have here. Another beautiful thing is the steering wheel. Look at it. Looks like a jet fighter joystick. Now, this has no doors. Basically, the whole roof part is one unit. It just moves up like a fighter jet. It has a real F1 nose from a Formula 1 race car, exactly the same, and it even has a safety box to divert the force in case of an accident. Plus, even the suspension, the contractive suspension, is just like that in a real racing car. Another quick thing that also helps in braking are these flaps. This whole flap helps the car in braking. On the front, it has wings underneath, just like the McLaren Senna, just to control the airflow. You have this gigantic front spoiler. It's beautiful. Look at that logo. Anyway, coming to the side, you have the bucket seats, one behind the other, like in a fighter jet. You have this part here which protects the driver in case the car turns on itself. You have an air duct here as well that provides air to the engine. You have a light here as well, a daytime running light. Look at the size of the spoiler. It's huge. I can iron my shirt on it. It's huge. Now, as I said before, this is the third most expensive car here. Let me show you some of the other cars that are here. So Domini Classics, basically, as the name suggests, specializes in classic cars like this E-Type or this 512 BB. Now they also have some modern cars like this F12 DDF, some lesser classics like this Bentley, and this Z8 and a couple of Alphas. One of their prize positions on one of my favorite cars is this, a Pagani Huayra White Edition. I have a separate video of this, so I'm not going to go into much detail about it. This is for $2.55 million, and it also has front flaps like the Delage D12. And the most expensive car that they have here, well, look, a 458 Speciale and a yellow Beetle. Anyway, so they have a 1980s Ferrari race car, and they have this, a McLaren Speedtail. So McLaren made 106 of these, just like the same number as the infamous F1. This is the second one that they've made. This is number 002 of 106. This is for $3.85 million. Today they let me see the interior, didn't let me sit, but it's okay. That's still almost as good. The paint on this car, if you can see from the dim light, it has a little bit of glitter in it. That's diamond dust. That's the dust from actual diamonds coated onto this car. Yep. And of course this is a hybrid car, so it's charged, that's why it has a lot of wires, plus it can be charged wirelessly through this charger. And yeah, it's huge. It's so big, it's so long. Look at how the seats are. It has 3 seats. The driver sits in the middle, a little further in front than the passenger, so that when he looks on the sides, the other passengers don't disrupt his view. The interior, right now you can't really tell, but it's beautiful. So look at its video as well. I'm going to quickly show you the rear. Hey. So coming back to the Delage, so I got to show you. Oh, look at this Maserati, Ghibli, Ferrari Daytona 456. You have this Dino here as well, gorgeous Dino. Then you have these two Mercedes SLRs, and coming back, finally the Delage brothers. So which one is your favorite? This thingamajig or that classical beauty? Look at that Lancia. Look at the classic Lancia outside. And that's a customer, so I'm not going to review it. Let me know in the comments which car you like.